Imagine for a moment that time is not the steady, linear progression we have always assumed. Instead, envision time as a fluid, ever-shifting tapestry woven together with threads of perception. Consider the familiar scene of a lightning storm. There you stand on solid ground, watching two bolts of lightning strike the earth, one to your left, one to your right. In that moment, the light from both bolts reaches your eyes simultaneously, giving you the impression that they occurred at the exact same time. But now, picture yourself aboard an airplane soaring above the tempest. Here, the order in which you perceive those bolts shifts. One flash appears before the other as you move toward one source and away from the other. This is not mere coincidence. It is the very essence of Einstein's theory of relativity. It teaches us that what we call now is not an absolute state, but a relative phenomenon that changes with our perspective. For centuries, philosophers and scientists have grappled with the nature of time and existence. The ancient notion of presentism suggests that only the present moment is real, while the past and future vanish into oblivion. Yet, the paradoxes introduced by relativity challenge this view, for the simultaneity of events, a cornerstone of our definition of the present, crumbles under the weight of differing reference frames. Then emerged the idea of eternalism, where time is seen as a fourth dimension interwoven with the three dimensions of space, forming an unchangeable block known as Minkowski spacetime. In this view, every moment, whether past, present, or future, exists with equal reality. There is no unique now. Instead, every event is eternally fixed on the fabric of spacetime. Now, imagine a third possibility, a perspective so daring that it turns our entire understanding of reality on its head. What if the universe, with all its stars, planets, and galaxies, is not an external, objective entity at all, but is instead a projection of our own mind? What if every sensation, every emotion, every fleeting thought is a brushstroke on the grand canvas that is your consciousness? In this vision, you are not a human being existing within the vast expanse of an independent universe. Rather, the universe itself is a creation of your inner world, a vivid, continuously unfolding dream that your mind weaves moment by moment. As you consider this possibility, ask yourself, could the reality we experience, the objects we touch, the landscapes we admire, the relationships we cherish, be nothing more than the elaborate interplay of neural impulses in our brain? Perhaps the cosmos is a simulation, a sophisticated algorithm running within the confines of our consciousness. In this simulation, every particle, every burst of energy, every celestial body is a manifestation of thought, a reflection of a deeper, more fundamental truth that lies within us all. With each passing moment, as we perceive and interpret the world, we are constructing our personal universe, layer by layer, memory by memory. But if the universe is indeed a projection of our mind, what does this say about the concept of identity? Are we truly separate beings with distinct experiences, or are we but different expressions of a singular, collective consciousness? When you gaze deeply into your own eyes, do you perceive the boundary between self and other? Or is that boundary merely an illusion, a convenient construct that allows us to navigate a complex inner landscape? Perhaps every human being, every soul, every thought, is interconnected in a vast, unbroken stream of consciousness. In that case, the divisions we see between individuals may not exist at all. Instead, we are all part of one grand cosmic entity, experiencing the same underlying reality in myriad different ways. Now, let us delve even deeper. Consider the possibility that our perceived reality is like an elaborate movie, a highly realistic, immersive simulation where every element is carefully designed to evoke emotion, knowledge, and wonder. In this cinematic universe, you are both the audience and the star, a co-creator of a story that continuously unfolds within your mind. This raises profound questions. Who or what is the director of this internal production? Is it our own subconscious, orchestrating scenes from fragmented memories and hidden desires? Or is there a higher intelligence, a divine architect, that imbues our inner world with meaning and purpose? And if every moment of existence is a scene in a cosmic narrative, then the notion of free will takes on an entirely new dimension. Do we have the power to rewrite our script, or is our role predetermined by the intricate algorithms of our consciousness? These questions invite us to reflect not only on the nature of time and space, but on the very essence of truth itself. If the universe exists solely within our minds, then the search for objective truth becomes a journey inward, a quest for understanding the principles and patterns that shape our inner reality. In this context, every thought, every sensation, every fleeting moment is a clue pointing toward an underlying unity, a timeless core that remains constant despite the ever-changing surface of our experience. Contemplate the implications of such a reality. If what we perceive as external existence is merely a projection of our inner world, then perhaps the boundaries between dream and reality, between life and imagination, are far more fluid than we have been led to believe. Could it be that our modern experiences, our interactions, our digital lives, our social connections, are all part of a grand tapestry woven from the fabric of our consciousness? Are we, each of us, mere characters in an epic saga written by the collective dream of humanity? And if that is the case, then what does it mean to truly live in this world? Are our triumphs and our struggles simply reflections of an internal drama, one in which we are both the author and the protagonist? As these questions swirl around in our minds, we are compelled to consider the broader philosophical implications. Simulation theory, philosophical idealism, and spiritual perspectives all converge on the idea that our reality is not a fixed, external entity, but a dynamic, malleable construct shaped by our perceptions. Some suggest that we are part of an elaborate computer simulation, a digital construct designed by an advanced civilization. Others argue that the universe is nothing more than a projection of our collective consciousness, where every experience is interwoven into a single, unified whole. And then there are those who posit that we are divine beings, expressions of a universal consciousness that is itself the ultimate source of all existence. In this kaleidoscope of ideas, one thing remains clear. The nature of reality is far more mysterious and complex than we might have imagined. It challenges us to rethink the fundamentals of our existence, to question the very fabric of time, space, and identity. It urges us to look beyond the surface of what we see and to explore the hidden depths of our own minds, where the true essence of the universe might be found. So I ask you again, what is happening right now? Is your now the same as mine, or are we each living in our own personalized universe, where time flows differently and reality is shaped by our unique perceptions? Could it be that the universe, with its stars, its galaxies, and its infinite wonders, exists not out there in the vastness of space, but within the very contours of your mind? And if so, who or what is responsible for creating this intricate, ever-evolving projection? Are we not just separate individuals, but interconnected parts of a vast, shared consciousness? Might we ultimately discover that the boundaries separating us are illusions, and that in truth, we are all one? These questions are not meant to be answered easily, but to inspire a journey of introspection and wonder. As you contemplate these possibilities, remember that the quest for truth is an ongoing adventure, a journey without a definitive end, where every answer only leads to more questions. Embrace the mystery, celebrate the uncertainty, and allow yourself to explore the infinite landscapes of your mind. For within those boundless realms lie the seeds of a deeper understanding, a glimpse of a reality that is as fluid, dynamic, and interconnected as the thoughts that shape it.